Hello again and welcome to another Wake Vortex live stream in XP12 in virtual reality. Tonight we're in the west of Ireland at the West of Ireland Airfield, Knock, Echo India Kilo November, and we're doing a short flight across to Scotland to Glasgow Airport, Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. The weather is not very good at all this evening. Not too bad as you look at it here in Knock, but as we cross towards Scotland, the weather is decreasing. Not too great in the UK in the north today. Lots of rain around and quite windy conditions, so it could be interesting. We're once again, for a bit of practice, flying in the Toliss A321 Neo. As we zoom down onto the quite small apron here at Knock Airfield, there's our aircraft for today. The Airbus A321 in EasyJet livery tonight. We're flying as Easy-8 for Victor. So relatively short flight, relatively short taxi in fact. We're using the runway just here. Runway 26, so it's going to be push back, out, left turn and a backtrack. And then a turn round for runway 26. As we explained in the last stream, better pushback works beautifully in VR with one major flaw, and that flaw is that you can't use the where do you want me to push you to, which is vital for better pushback to work at all. So you basically got to do that before you start and tell better pushback where you want to go before you enter VR. Otherwise you are basically stumped. You can't use it because you can't actually use that little display that you see, for those familiar with better pushback, where you see the icon of the aeroplane and you hit enter and that's where he pushes you to. So we've done that in advance. So let's get into the cockpit of our Airbus A321 Neo by Toliss and start getting some stuff sorted out here. We're using X checklist as before, made a couple of amendments to this which hopefully won't have broken it. Let's hopefully get this going and all will be well. So, first of all, we'll get some power to the aircraft. According to our Toliss ground supplies, we do have external power, so that's good. We should have a little truck connected, so it should be available. Yes, it is. Let's get that external power on. Let's get both batteries to on. There we go, that's external power coming up there nicely. Battery's coming on now. And then we'll work our way round. So, crew supply. Ground control, start the alignment, 1, 2 and 3, that's all good. Get our no smoking, lights to auto, arm the emergency exit. We'll get our nav and logo lights on. Okay, and yeah, that's all done as far as we can see. Good. So working our way down the checklist, then external power, we've done that. Enable external power, we've also done that. I'll tell you what we will do, we will get the APU going in just a second. In fact, let's get that started now because we know we're going to need it. So master switch to on, wait for 3 to 4 seconds, hit start. Wait for that now to come up to speed and become available. So working our way down the checklist, seatbelt signs, yep, they're as needed. No smoking signs done. It's ticking these all off for us because it basically looks around your cockpit switches and ticks them off for you, which is rather good. APU master switch, we've done that. APU start, we've also done. Crossbreed switch is done. Seatbelt signs, we've done. APU bleed will be next. We need to wait for the APU to become available. So while we're doing that, we can get on with programming the FMC, or the MCDO, as they colloquially call it in the Airbus. So, in fact, the APU is just coming online now, so let's do that. 76 up to 80 now. Should shortly be available to us here. There you go, it's available. APU bleed is on. We can now lose external power. We can tell them to go away. And unchock it as well. So let's start programming the MCDO. That's all done down to there. Okay. So diffs rip data, don't need to do anything there. I for init. Init request, that pulls our plan from SimBrief. There we go. We'll fill out the rest of that in just a moment. Very good. Knock to Glasgow, and that's exactly what we want. We can fill out the rest of the flight plan now. So knock departure is from runway 26 today. No SID as far as we're aware. Looking at the plan over here. Here we have the aircraft rolling forward for... Oh, parking brake was off. That's rather stupid, isn't it? Oh well, we're here now. This could make the pushback somewhat interesting. Wow. Okay, interesting. Back to where we were. So it's knock 26 direct, so there's no SID. So we won't bother about that, so just insert that. And why the parking brake was off, that's very strange. Note to self, don't remove the chocks until you need to. Okay, Glasgow arrival. Let's have a look. It's a Blacker 1 Golf into runway 23. So ILS 23, Blacker 1 Golf, which is a bit further down the page. I don't use these arrows here. I've got these assigned to buttons, so I can actually move a button down to go down. I find the Airbus way of doing stuff very odd, where you move the screen down rather than the button. Insert that. That's done. And we should now better get our perf data. Let's in fact check any discontinuities on there. Yeah, we've got one there. So let's try and clear that. Again, the Airbus does these differently. Hopefully we can clear that. Yeah, there we go. Move further down. Rotev, Gotner, Blacker, Gervin, Troon, Lanark, and to the ILS 23. Great. Let's go to our perf page. And we should better get the uplink takeoff data. We'll request that. Should be now received. Should start putting the numbers in, insert the uplink, and there we have our V speeds. That's good. So that's all sorted. Great stuff. Okay, let's see if we have some data as far as the weather goes. McDo menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and we'll have the weather and ATIS meter. Return, receive messages, and they should be printed out here. And there we have it. We have our weather for knock, 220 degrees, 12 knots, 180, bearing 270, all the 9s, few at 300, broken at 900, temperature 10, dew point 10, QNH 1005. So we can put the QNH in. Those who've seen me before, I'm using a button box and rotary controls to do the manipulation. I'm not using the mouse for most things, to be honest, except the McDo. The actual turning and pressing of buttons is all done by an X-Touch Mini, so that's very, very nice. In Glasgow, we've got at the moment 2,600 meters in light rain, few at 800, overcast at 2,900. Not ideal, as I said. So diffs rip. Init page B should be done now. Check that. Here we go. All good, looking good. Great. So we're good. We can come back to our checklist, and it's a before start procedure now. So I think we will call our pushback man and see if he will do it from here. Hopefully he will. Just get these IRSs aligned. They're not quite aligned. You can actually ask for a faster line here, which we'll do. That should all now align. There we go. Very good. Alright, so we're before start procedure, so we should be able to get our little pushback man going here. So let's call him.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Well, it should be interesting to push us out of here. So we actually clearly rolled forward without the chocks there in the parking brake. So, fuel pumps all can come on. That's done. We can get our engine master to start. We can put the beacon on. Strobe to auto. We don't have a transponder code, so we'll squawk 2000 for now. Initial altitude, we can go straight up to our cruising altitude, in fact.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Very good. Cruise altitude is flight level 290. No SID today, so all the way up. So that's done. Transponder code, transponder, beacon light, contact ATC we don't need to do, and start pushback, which we're doing. And we've done the engine mode selector. Scottish 133875 we'll need in a moment, I think. We'll get 1228 ready as well.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so let's start engine number 2. She's lighting up. So Scottish was 133.875. I think we're going to need that. Hopefully our pushback will go without too much trauma. We're monitoring the engine here. It's looking good. There's the lighting up of our LEAP engines. Looking good. Waiting for the engine to be available. It is indeed available, so we can light one.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
What a lovely sound. There he goes.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Very nice chap. Okay, so our start procedure. Engine 2 is now available, engine 1 is available, so we can carry on now with the after start procedure. So let's get the mode to normal. We can take the APU off the bus and turn the APU off. Let's get our wing lights on, taxi lights on, runway turn off lights on. Run down the checklist here. Trim wheel position. Okay, so perf and flight controls. Trim is down 0.2, so pitch trim need to go down 0.2, which is done. Speed brakes armed. They are. Rudder trim reset. Done. Pushback crew is done. Takeoff flaps today. Takeoff flaps 1 is set. Flight control elevators. Fully forward, fully back. Ailerons fully left, fully right. Rudder fully left, fully right. Flight control page finished with. Weather radar, we'll have the predicted wind shear on. Engine mode selector is set to normal. Auto brakes we're going to set to max. Takeoff config test, we'll call the cabin. Takeoff config is done. We'll put our seatbelt signs on. Nose light, runway turn off light, parking brake, before takeoff checklist done. So we're going to taxi to the left and backtrack. Courtesy call on 122.8. Not traffic, easy 84 Victor. We are taxiing and backtracking runway 26 from Apron Alpha. Okay. Parking brakes released. And let's set off for Glasgow. Quite a stiff breeze down the runway there. What was the wind saying? 220 degrees 12 knots, not too bad. Check the brakes. Brake left. Brake right. Okay, finals are clear. Commence our backtrack.
Approaching 2-6. On runway 08, 400 meters remaining.
So a big old turnaround here.
Remaining.
Scenery, by the way, is the old X-Plane 11 boundless scenery for Knock Airfield. No X-Plane 12 version as yet, I don't think. Nicely done. Okay, before takeoff, all lights on. Done. Seatbelt signs are checked. Packs
26.
1 and 2 we're leaving on. And we're ready to go. Okay, we're squawking. Flaps are set. Ground spoilers. Auto brake is set. 29,000. Managed. QNH is set. So initially to 50% with the thrust. Everything looks stable. Slight forward pressure. And hold the center line. Airspeed 80 knots. Release the forward pressure on the yoke. Watch the speeds. V1, rotate. Climb at the flight director. Gear coming up. Autopilot can come in. Mantoga, SRS, climb, nav, auto thrust is blue. Wait for lever climb. Lever climb. Aircraft should start the acceleration. Thrust climb, climb nav, auto thrust. The aircraft is now accelerating. Get rid of the wipers. Climbing out. Flap speed checked and flaps up. Takeoff is done. Speed brakes can now disarmed. Packs are done. Runway turn off and nose light. Runway turn off. And nose light. Quite fiddly in VR, some of these switches up here. I'll leave it in taxi. Passing transition. We can go to 1013. Now commencing a left turn. And we can go direct to Olapo, I think. Looking good. So Scottish Centre is going to be the next person we talk to. We'll have a little look here. It's a Navigraph. Zoom out with that. There's VATSIM, which shows we don't need to talk to Scottish till we get somewhere near the Irish coastline there. That's us in orange, by the way, in the bottom left of the picture. In purple is the next controller that we will talk to. Looking good. Okay, we can lose this now. It's going to be quite a short flight today, so I'm going to put in the Glasgow weather in a moment. Let's get the Glasgow maps up here as well. EGPF. Glasgow arrival today. Blaco 1 Golf. And this is another great program, by the way, yet another SimBrief helper, Yash. Shows you the SimBrief flight plan, and what's also brilliant is down at the bottom here you get the METARs and TAFs, and you can refresh those, which is really helpful. So the Blacker 1 Golf arrival, so let's get that up. And it'll be into runway 23 today, so it'll be ILS 23. INS runway 23, which is there, and let's get the airfield chart up as well. For safety. Very good. There's our Blacker arrival. We've got Glasgow weather here, so let's put that in our perf data. Next phase, next phase, next phase. So Glasgow, QNH 995, quite low, hence the storminess in Scotland. Plane just done one of its lighting up the sky moments there, for no apparent reason. Temperature is 11, and the wind is 220 at 25 knots. Two 25 knots. Okay, the Barrow for the arrival looks like it's 221. Yep, 221. Okay, so we can put that in our Barrow. It's filled out quite a lot of the perf. Meanwhile, we're climbing nicely, passing flight level 190, flight level 290, which we'll reach at Olapo. And at the top of the clouds we go. Okay, we're past 10,000 feet, so we can get rid of the landing lights. Seatbelt signs, I can release the passengers. Again, the switch is quite fiddly in VR over here. That's a change I made in the checklist. That's actually not part of the 10,000 feet checklist, is it? That should be part of the descent checklist, so I need to adjust that. All looking good though. So we're nearly entering the Scottish zone now, as you can see. So the zone in purple there is where we'd start talking to Scottish Centre. This displays VAT glasses, which is what this website is. It tracks your aircraft based on your CID number, and it then displays the sectors at your actual altitude and shows you who you should be talking to, so it's incredibly useful. So that's tracking our aircraft nicely and showing us that we will have to talk to Glasgow. Or Scottish Centre, I should say more accurately. Okay, so we look on here. Scottish Control, Scottish WD Centre 123.875. We're the orange aircraft, and we're just about to turn left and thus enter his control zone. So let's move to 133.875.
Affirmative, yes. 756, enter runway 22, backtrack, line up, report ready. Roger, enter runway 22, backtrack, and report when ready, team 756.
Get ready to write stuff down, which we can do with our tablet. This is open kneeboard, which is wonderful. Nearly time to call him, not quite.
Radio 7 Papa Quebec, Radio 7 Papa Quebec, turn left 355 degrees. Left 355, shift off Quebec.
Looks like rotev is probably the limit of where he controls.
Scotland Center, Lufthansa 217, holding short, Delta 1. Lufthansa 217 behind the landing, Ryanair 737, line up runway 24 behind. Line up behind Ryan, runway 24 behind. Some Papa Quebec, descend to altitude 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet, descend to Quebec. Shamrock 251, speed 160 knots until forward, you get me? 160
Do we have any Glasgow? Glasgow ATIS, so there's somebody. Probably Tower.
LM 225, turn left, heading 355 degrees.
Restrictions. Let's have a look here.
Radio 7 Papa Quebec, turn left 335 degrees.
Gerva flight level 150, Lanek at flight level 70. There are
Radio 7 Papa Quebec, speed
constraints.
10 knots, simple, quick.
Yeah.
Scottish Control 756, fully ready, runway 22. 756, runway 22, clear takeoff, the wind is 220 degrees at 17 knots. Roger, clear for takeoff, 2756 again. And Lufthansa 217, your line-up clearance is cancelled, hold Delta 1. Holding Delta 1, Lufthansa 217. KLM 225, descent to altitude 5,000 feet.
That's what we're expecting.
4 hectopascals.
About this feet, we have situation on 425.
Still slightly funky clouds in X-Plane 12. They're still fiddling with it. It's getting there, but there you go, some funky ones over there. This is X-Plane default weather, by the way.
Shell 6 Victor, fly heading 340 degrees, vectoring Alice approach runway 23. Heading 340, Alice 23, Shell 6 Victor.
We'll give him a call in about 30 seconds.
Radio 7 Papa Quebec, turn left 275 degrees, cleared Alice approach runway 24. Left 275 degrees, cleared Alice, should do for Alice up. Lufthansa 217 behind the landing, Aer Lingus, Airbus A320 line up runway 24 behind.
Behind the Aer Lingus A320, behind Lufthansa 217.
Very funky clouds there.
Run 225 turn left, 330 degrees, speed 180 knots.
That would be scary in the real world.
Run 225 turn left, 330 degrees, speed 180 knots. Denmark 251, runway 24, clear to land, the wind is 240 degrees at 21 knots.
Give him a go now. Scottish, hello, easy 84 Victor, just approaching Rotev, flight level 290 for Glasgow.
Easy 84 Victor, Scottish, hello, it's the Black Hat 1 Golf arrival for Glasgow, landing 23.
Tracker 1 Golf 23, 84 Victor.
0756 550 290.
Good, good.
0756. And 225 turn left, 270 degrees, clear Dallas approach runway 24.
As expected, no surprises.
270 degrees and clear to Dallas for Airbus 5.
Easy 86 Brock, easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, fly heading 090 degrees.
Take 090, 86 Bravo Foxtrot.
It's all going as expected now.
Plus expected
Making
descent 5,000 feet for QNH 995.
turn towards Gotna,
QNH 995, shell 6 Victor.
and then Blacker. Gerva, flight level 150, is what we're cleared down to by the star. That's what we're expecting. And flight level 70 at Lanark. And that's there, descent planning. Actual descent will be directed by ATC. That cloud is quite scary.
160 knots till 4 DME.
160 till 4, okay, that'll be fine.
So descent preparation, MDA we've done, VAP we've done, transition altitude, it's 6 here,
Shamrock 251, if you can roll all the way to the
6.
bottom, please. There's an aircraft still holding at Bravo 1, so you can roll, if you can decay Alpha 1, please.
so descent at any moment. On top of descent, Arrow is just before Gotna.
And easy 84 Victor, squawk 4735.
4735 for easy 84 Victor. 4735. Very good. That's VR Tools, which is moving me between two predefined positions, basically there.
Shamrock 251, thanks for your help there. Hold Alpha 8, contact ground 121755 back surface.
So transition altitude we've done. MDA
217, clear takeoff runway 24.
done.
wind is
221.
240 degrees at 19 knots.
VAP we've done.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Lufthansa 217, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, stay with me though.
Altitude will set.
Bravo Foxtrot, descent to altitude 4,000 feet. The QNH 994 hectopascals.
994, very low.
QNH 994 hectopascals, easy 86, Bravo Foxtrot. Get up to the fire established.
225 Roger, continue approach number 2.
I'm still getting to the fire.
And show 6 Victor back with you, a slight disconnect then. 6 Victor, not a problemo. Turn left 320 degrees. F320, show 6 Victor. And show 6 Victor, descend to altitude 3,500 feet. 3,500 feet, show 6 Victor. Ryanair 7 path back Quebec, runway 24, you're clear to land. The wind is 240 degrees, 19 knots. 24, clear to land for shuttle off Quebec. At 121.755, please. Bravo Foxtrot, speed 180 knots, please.
Speed 180, 86, Bravo Foxtrot.
Passing towards Belfast there, just to the east of Belfast.
225, you can subject to just to minimum approach speed, please.
What approach speed, that's fine.
We are at top of descent. Easy 84 Victor, request descent.
Easy 84 Victor, descend, flight level 120.
120 for Easy 84 Victor. So that's
Goes to control, easy 1.
going to be an open descent then, isn't it?
If I'm under your control, thank you.
So we've got thrust, idle, open descent, nav.
Approach, runway 24, fly heading 010 degrees.
That has to be an open descent, otherwise we'd be stopped by the restriction at Gerver. Yeah.
That's a forward correlation. We've had a 217 climb now, flight level 250.
So that's altitude bug is done. Altitude button's done. Open descent, we've done it.
Descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
100,086, Bravo Foxtrot.
That descent will land us at flight level 120 just past Troon. So that's the thing I was mentioning there. It moves, you can have as many as you like of these positions, but I've just got 2. This is a zoom in. There we are. So there's the blue arrow
Easy 133, descent to altitude 4,000 feet.
just after Troon.
Is 994 hectopascals. Send 4,000 feet and 994 hectopascals, easy 133.
The ever fluctuating X-plane frames per second vary between 30 and about this 23. Flies perfectly fine at this, but if it goes much lower than that, then we're in VATSIM danger territory. No reason for that to suddenly go to 22 there, absolutely none. Something to do with crossing ortho borders, it's very, very odd. All looking good.
Easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, turn right 210 degrees, clear down this approach runway 24.
Turn right 210, cleared ILS 24, approach easy 86, Bravo Foxtrot.
Air 7, Papa Quebec, hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121755, bye.
121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121, 755, bye. 121.755 for 121
Runway 7 Papa Quebec, hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121755, bye-bye.
No Scottish control. No Glasgow control by the look of it. They've gone. There's EGPF 80s, but that's coming, I think, from the Scottish Centre. Yeah, Simon Irving.
Line up and wait, runway 24 for Blue Max 90 Bravo.
Gallon 225, if you can roll all the way to the end, please. We've got an aircraft at Bravo 3 not moving.
Hold the anchor in the flood.
Kilo 6 Victor, runway 23, you are clear to land. The wind is 230 degrees at 26 knots. Clear to land, show 6 Victor.
There's where we are in the world. That's a little nav map. Which is being viewed inside OpenD board.
225, thanks for your help. Hold Alpha 8,
There we are.
contact ground 121755, bye.
Just approaching the Scottish coastline.
That's 1755, look at the 25
Blue Max 90 Bravo, runway 24, you're cleared for takeoff. The wind is 240 degrees at 19 knots.
Good for takeoff, runway 24 for Blue Max 90 Bravo.
I'm Yankee behind the landing, EasyJet, Airbus A320 Neo, line up runway 24 behind.
My EasyJet A320, line up runway 24, jump on Yankee.
Kilo 756, there's no further ATC, Mama Chinook, I'm connect.
Over to Unicorn, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Simon. 2756, right? Bye.
To you guys.
Approaching Gerva and Troon,
Flight level 350,
which are
217.
Gervan is a place I used to go as a kid when I was growing up in Glasgow, on the west coast of Scotland.
Airport Victor, flight heading 035 degrees, descend flight level 80.
035 degrees on the heading and flight level 80 for Easy 84 Victor. 035.
Easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, runway 24, clear to land. The wind is 240 degrees at 19 knots.
035 and flight level 80. So we're on the heading now.
Blue Max 90 Bravo, route directing cross.
We're not quite on the heading, we need to pull that, don't we? There. Now we're on a heading. Flight level 80 is selected, open descent, and 035 on the heading.
Easy 133, tunnel left 335 degrees.
One of those weird border crossings there,
Turn left 335
which dumps the frames per second, and now look again, back up to 27. Weird. Tried everything. Opened many threads about it, talked with Laminar Research about it. Can't sort it.
Easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, can you give me a wind check, please?
Can you repeat that for EG86 Bravo Foxtrot?
Yeah, can you give me a wind check, please?
Indicating 250 at 44.
Thank you. My thoughts exactly coming into land to Glasgow.
Oh God, that's us. .44 was that?
44 knot headwind on my landing.
Wow. Okay.
It's quite representative of what's actually like outside in the real life at the moment. Lufthansa 217, there's no further ATC, manage Unicom, have a good flight, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom 1228, good night, thanks for the service, Merry Christmas.
To you.
Well, this could be entertaining.
Easy 133, turn left 270 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 24.
Turn left 70 degrees, cleared for ILS, runway 24, easy 133.
Easy 1, just confirm 270 degrees.
Sorry, 270 degrees, easy 133.
.55 knot crosswind at the moment.
Turn left 025 degrees.
Left heading 025 for Easy 84 Victor. Don't know why that's not behaving itself. 025. Very quiet.
To the Scottish Control, hello to you. It's the input 1 Echo arrival and Edinburgh landing in runway 24.
Right, I think we can stick the LS buttons on.
When you're ready, descend to flight level 200, level by NREV. Just from 200 level by NREV, please.
Activate the approach phase.
Easy 84 Victor, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, the QNH to Glasgow 994 hectopascals.
5,995 hectopascals, 84 Victor.
Really 994, please.
994, correction, 84 Victor.
Scottish Control, good evening, runner 7 Whiskey Juliet with you, flight level 230 in Bangkok.
994.
6005.
6005, 7 Whiskey Juliet.
5,000. So that's us passing the transition. Then we'll get all the lights on. We go below 10,000. Oh, I'll have the runway turn off on as well, I think, for now. Can never be too visible. So engine mode selector is done. Seatbelt signs can come back on. And we can transition now.
Easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121.755 measures. Easy 86 Bravo Foxtrot, hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121.755.
Apologies, I was transmitting wrong frequency. Hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121.755, good night.
Auto brakes.
Come on, Yankee, runway 24, clear takeoff 240 degrees at 19 knots.
Another one of those blips.
Correction, Shelburne, Yankee.
666 Victor, taxi stand 19 measures.
Over to stand 19, thanks for the great service tonight, mate, and Merry Christmas to you, Shell 6 Victor.
Ryanair 7 Whiskey Juliet, Tunzel 1 Echo arrival, Edinburgh landing runway 24.
Put the 1 Echo arrival for runway 24, Ryanair 7 Whiskey Juliet.
And Ryanair 7 Whiskey
Ryanair
Juliet,
624, holding short of level 824 at Edinburgh. Doctor.
Ryanair 7 Whiskey Juliet, you can cancel the level restriction at Tunzel.
Further than that, we can cancel the level with Tunzel 7 Whiskey Juliet.
Easy 133, runway 24, you're clear to land.
First stage of flap, speeds are checked.
240 degrees at 19 knots.
Clear to land, runway 24 for easy 133.
And we'll keep the speed up
Shuttle 9 Yankee, report your passing altitude.
at 220.
2001 feet, Shuttle 9 Yankee.
Shuttle 9, thank you. Direct Lake
210
8,
actually.
level 250.
Direct Lake 8250, Shuttle 9 Yankee. Scotland Center, easy 81 November Zulu, please confirm your CPPLC is on.
It is not. I'm afraid, sir. I'm not going to be using it tonight.
Okay, I'll do the old-fashioned way, request IFR clearance to Amsterdam.
And easy 81 November Zulu, which airport are you at, please?
My apologies, we are in November Zulu Alpha Alpha.
What?
November Zulu Alpha Alpha, is that not?
New Zealand?
Echo Golf Alpha Alpha, sorry.
I thought you were in New Zealand for a minute. Okay, I don't have a flight plan for you. Can you refile it for me, please?
That's funny.
I will refile, 1 second.
Okay.
Ryanair Ship 622 holding short of runway 24 at Edinburgh.
7622 Scottish, good evening. Behind the landing, EasyJet Airbus A320 Neo, line up runway 24 behind.
Behind the EasyJet Airbus, line up runway. Ryanair Ship 622.
Expecting a further clearance, I would guess to 3,000. $2,900 to be specific. Go around here initially straight ahead to 2,500. Climbing left turn to 3,000.
And easy 81 November Zulu, I have your clearance when you are ready to go.
Ready to copy, we're at stand 14.
11 degrees.
Clearance to Schiphol via Lisbon and Ringer. Climb initially to 5,000 feet and your squawk 7573.
I have Skippo via Lisbon, and I didn't get the second one, 5,000 feet, 7373. 7573.
Easy 81 November Zulu, yeah, just via your flight plan via Lisbon and Ringer, but the rest of your back is correct.
Okay, we should be down to 3 shortly.
Shuttle 9 Yankee, climb flight level 370.
370, Shuttle 9 Yankee. Ryanair 7622, confirm lineup and wait on runway 24.
Ryanair 7622, yep, you can line up and wait on runway 24.
Roger, Ryanair 7622.
Shamrock 282, roger that, hold Delta 1. Easy 84 Victor, turn left 325 degrees, descent to altitude 3,500 feet.
Left 325 and 3,500 feet to 84 Victor. 325.
Skyways 283, descent flight level 80, level target.
3,500 feet.
Skyways 283, descent flight level 80 to be level at target.
To that vertical speed.
Shamrock 282 behind the departing Ryanair 737 line up runway 24 behind. Easy 133, hold Alpha 12, contact ground 121.755 behind.
Hold Alpha 1T, easy 1TT, and contact ground on 1T1.755.
755.
Ryanair 7622, runway 24, you could take off the wind.
Expect a left turn shortly.
Cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 7622.
Ryanair 90, correction, Blue Max 90 Bravo, there's no further ATC, 102 Unicom, have a good flight, Merry Christmas.
Over to Unicom 122.8 for Blue Max 9 Zulu Bravo, Merry Christmas to you too.
Ryanair 7 Whiskey Juliet, descend flight level 170.
180 knots. Left turn coming up shortly. About nowish, I would say. Left turn, what, 250-ish?
He's 84 Victor, turn left 265 degrees, cleared Alice approach, runway 23.
Left 265, cleared the ILS approach 2384 Victor. Okay.
Ryanair 7622, report your passing altitude.
Approach.
Passing 3,000 feet, Ryanair 762.
Flights open, low guides are armed.
Delta Charlie Sierra, climb flight level 230.
We're on managed speed.
Ryanair 762, connect to the Delta Charlie Sierra, climb flight level 230.
2,500.
Climb flight level 230 to Charlie Sierra, Ryanair 762.
Delta Charlie Sierra.
Delta Charlie, Ryanair 762.
Whoa, 43
Delta
knots.
Charlie Sierra, Dick Cross.
Temperature set.
Delta Charlie Sierra, Ryanair 762.
Easy, correction, Shamrock 282, runway 24, clear takeoff, the wind is 240 degrees at 19 knots. Clear takeoff, 24, Shamrock 282. Scaly Street, 3 fly heading 360 degrees, vectoring island.
Right slope is armed, localizer is armed, barrier is 221. Speed is 150-ish. Our perf number and a VAP of 139. I'm going to give that a few more knots. For comfort, Lockstar, glide slope captured.
Scandinavian 26 November, yeah, you're outside my, you're in my sector.
Gears coming down.
12 Unicom, 122 decimal.
Try and get this configured early, this could be entertaining.
Easy 84 Victor, runway 23, clear to land, the wind is 230 degrees at 26 knots.
23 clear to land, 84 Victor. Lockstar. Nine miles. Flaps, gear, speed brakes. Armed. Landing check is complete.
Thank you. Climb now, flight level 240. Climb flight level 240.
2,500.
Okay. This could be entertaining, folks. Hold on to your hats. 2-3, we're going to vacate probably Delta 1.
2,000.
Radio 7 Whiskey Juliet, descend to flight level 80.
Descending flight level 80, Ryanair 7 Whiskey Juliet.
Okay, 142, 6 miles. No visibility. Set the missed approach 3000. Ah, ground. So we've got a few more knots on. We're going full flaps.
London Yankee, there's no further ATC, London Unicom 122 decimal, have a good flight, bye.
122 decimal 8, London Yankee, have a Merry Christmas.
Jake, bye.
Scotland Control, easy, 81 November, ready for push to start.
1300 feet.
1 November, sorry, squawk 7573.
1000.
Squawking, sorry about that.
Easy 1 November, sorry, thank you. Push starts approved to the QNH 998 hectopascals.
Looking.
QNH 998.
$900 feet. There's the River Clyde. Just beyond the Clyde is the runway.
Approaching 23.
Oh, the weather's clagging in even more. Just about got the runway. It's just past the River Clyde as a landmark. There you go, runway lead-in lights. Wow, this is going to be tricky. Oh, it's not too bad. It's on the nose, to be fair. It's 23 knots. We'll take the autopilot off.
Descend to altitude 4000 feet to QNH 994 hectopascals.
Autopilot is off. Aircraft is mine.
300. 100 above.
Slightly high. Looking at the lights, we're slightly high.
200.
Land. Slightly right of centre line.
100.
Roger, 7 Whiskey Juliet, turn left 040 degrees, vectoring for the ILS approach, runway 24.
30.
Left 040.
Slightly long.
Retard. Retard. 10.
Long landing. Long landing.
It was long, but it's fine.
800.
Reverses.
20 Discovery Control, roger.
Spoilers. Reverses off. We can vacate here. Wasn't too bad. Slightly long, but that's all right. Delta 1.
Good evening, Easy 1 to Alpha is with you with flight level 240.
Easy A312 Alpha Scottish, good evening. Belfast is landing runway 25 and when ready, descend flight level 80 to be level at IPSET.
Flight level 80 when ready. Easy 12 Alpha.
That's 120 level at IPSET, please.
Sorry, which one?
IPSET, India Papa Sierra Echo Tango.
Incept, easy 12 Alpha.
IPSET, should be in your FFC, IPSET.
IPSET, sorry, I've just had some radio issue.
Easy 84 Victor, we're vacated Delta 1 and ready for taxi.
Easy 84 Victor, taxi, stand number 10, Merry Christmas.
Stand number 10, thanks for your help. Have a great Christmas and a good New Year. Stand number 10, there it is. It's a left turn. That's left here.
Relax 56 Hotel Zulu, Scottish, hello via Delta 1, clear takeoff runway 24, surface wind is 240 degrees at 19 knots. Skyways 283 to the left.
Then it's the mean right, which is coming up. Don't look down and taxi at the same time. There's the right turn here. And stand 10 is on the left. Big overshot. There's 9. It's again old X-Plane 11 scenery for Glasgow. So we don't get the puddles on the ground when it's raining, which actually some would say would be a blessing. Stand number 10. Parking brake is set. Okay. Speed brake's done. Weather radar. Brake can come off. Let's get the APU started.
And Southwest Juliet, descent to altitude for the QNH 994 hectopascals.
That's 4,000 feet, QNH 994 hectopascals.
Transponder can come off.
Max 56 Hotel, so we're put your passing altitude.
Put all the lights off.
Runway 56 Hotel, so thank you. Climb now, flight level 250.
Flight level 250, Max 56 Hotel.
We see that's a mistake there. The lights are a nightmare on this in VR. You can't use the mouse to roll them, which you sometimes can on other aircraft, which is very, very useful.
283 turn left, 270 degrees, clear Dallas approach, runway 24.
Very fiddly. It's all good. APU, wait for that to come on. Should be available shortly. There you go, APU bleed.
Monitor Unicom, have a Merry Christmas, Ryanair 62.
APU bleed, engine masters now can come off. And there we have it. thank you very much for watching as always. Not bad flight, interesting weather conditions, aircraft perform well. I'm getting used to it the more flights I do with it. It's a very interesting aircraft to fly, very different from the Challenger 650. So that's it from me for now. It'll be the last one before Christmas. Have yourself a lovely Christmas, and we will see you on the other side, bright and sunny in 2024. Take care.